Why don't they investigate Prince Harry? Harry got a visa when he admitted taking drugs at school. But they've got better things to do than that. Not just the FBI, but the press he would get, and it would all rebound over here, and we'd be picking up on it, and it just would do the royal family no good.
It almost felt like a bit like blackmail, kind of saying, if I don't get my security, then you will never see, King, you will never see your grandchildren, or the country will never see the family come back to the UK unless I get my security. Hi, welcome to Royal Exclusive. I'm The Sun's royal editor, Matt Wilkinson, and joining me in the studio today is Sun legend and royal photographer, Arthur Edwards. Welcome, Arthur.
Thank you. Nice to be here. Back and see you again, Matt.
It's been a long time since we've had you on, so we've got a lot to talk about this week. I'm going to start with Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
So this week, The Sun reported that friends have told us that the Duke of York is too terrified to go to the US. Now, this is because there is mounting calls in America after fresh emails have come out in the UK in a court case about comments and contact that he's had with Jeffrey Epstein. There are calls in America that the FBI should reopen an investigation into Prince Andrew, something to do with Jeffrey Epstein, something that he thought was long in the past. So is Prince Andrew right to be terrified never to go to America again?
Well, I think it'd be stupid if he did go to America now, with all this hostility towards him and the fact that it's now come out that he had further contact with Jeffrey Epstein, not a very nice man. And but the fact is that Prince Andrew sometimes, I don't know, he sort of doesn't think about what the consequences are. When he did. My view is that if he'd have gone on television and sort of apologised for what he did and saying that it was a mistake, I made a mistake, I was lonely and I should have not slept with that girl, probably he would have got away with it, but he didn't. He was arrogant, and that's his downfall, is his arrogance. Now, I don't think the FBI will investigate it again. I think they've investigated it already thoroughly, and there's nothing's changed. It was still that he was friends with this Jeffrey Epstein. And the fact is, it's been investigated by Scotland Yard here. So he's not committed any crime. He's just committed this stupid.
What we're saying is he's not been convicted of any crime. He's not been found guilty of any crime, but he is guilty of behaving stupidly, reacting badly, and coming across as a bit of an idiot when he came on Newsnight and all the interviews that he's given. That's been the problem for Prince Andrew.
Newsnight was an absolute disaster. He should have not have done it. I mean, his media advisors advised him not to do it. In fact, said he shouldn't do it, but he thought he was right, like he always does. And he's come unstuck, and it seems nothing he does now is seemed to be worthwhile. I mean, we see pictures of him riding a horse around Windsor. He's got absolutely no life whatsoever. He's just, I think he must be so absolutely fed up day in, day out. And I think it's only because his lovely ex-wife, but Sarah Ferguson, who's totally support him all the time, and I'm sure his children do, and I think they would love their papa, and of course they've got grandchildren now, and maybe he's quite a good grandfather. I don't think they would abandon him. You wouldn't, the family, and in a way, our king hasn't, because I've been to Sandringham Christmas time in the last few years, and he's been there, and it was only this year he pulled out because there was this business over a alleged Chinese spy. Now, Andrew sort of got a lot of bad press for that as well. But when you look at it, how was he to know that man was a spy? He was this trade ambassador for Britain. He was going to these different countries to try and drum up trade for this country. And of course, it's come out that it's a spy now. Andrew's linked with a spy.
But the problem is that Prince Andrew is like a lightning rod for bad news for the royal family. Everything he touches, turns to fool's gold. He's just a bit of a disaster. Doesn't this damage the king and the royal family in many ways? I mean, we've got this lawyer here that says that the lawyer for the victims of Jeffrey Epstein's victims, and he's saying that the royal family and the UK government should turn Andrew over to the FBI for investigation.
The FBI have investigated it once. I'm sure they've got better things to do. I mean, why don't they investigate Prince Harry? Harry got a visa when he admitted taking drugs at school. But they've got better things to do than that. And also it would embarrass the royal family for the FBI to bring in a sort of charge against Andrew for something they've already done just because a lawyer says the FBI should do it. I mean, lawyers are going to say that because they've got people to defend. And of course, American lawyers, we know, make lots of money out of this. So the thing is, I think Andrew is his own worst enemy. I agree. He's arrogant and he does things without thinking, and he ignores advice. And the biggest advice he ignored was doing that show with Emily Maitlis, the Newsnight show. I mean, it was an absolute disaster for him and for the royal family. And the king had no choice but to cast him aside. But that aside, he's still a prince of the realm, and he's still, a brother of the king. And he's got no life now. He's got all his patronage has been taken away. His army, all his army and military titles have been taken away. He can't attend anything official anymore.
His journey, marked by both privilege and adversity, is a testament to the power of the human spirit to evolve, heal, and ultimately find its purpose. Harry's story is not a fairy tale. It's a real-life narrative of a young boy grappling with immense loss and navigating the pressures of royal life. Yet through it all, he has emerged stronger, more compassionate, and determined to use his experiences to make a difference. His willingness to embrace vulnerability, speak his truth, and dedicate himself to causes close to his heart is an inspiration, reminding us that we all have the capacity for growth and the power to create positive change. Born into the British royal family, Prince Harry's life has been anything but ordinary. The world watched him grow from a playful child to a grieving young boy, coping with the tragic loss of his mother, Princess Diana. This profound loss undoubtedly shaped his outlook and fueled his desire to honour her legacy through compassion and purpose-driven work. Growing up royal brought with it unique challenges. The constant scrutiny of the media, the weight of tradition, and the pressure to fulfill expectations created a unique set of pressures. These experiences, while shaping his character, also revealed a deep-seated desire for a life beyond the confines of royal protocol, a life where he could be true to himself and make his own mark on the world. In a world where royal figures often shy away from vulnerability, Prince Harry chose a different path. He bravely opened up about his mental health struggles, sharing his experiences with anxiety and depression. By doing so, he broke down barriers and challenged the stigma surrounding mental health, particularly among young men. His honesty resonated with millions around the globe. It showed that even those in positions of privilege face personal battles. By speaking his truth, Harry became a beacon of hope for others grappling with similar challenges. He encouraged dialogue, promoted understanding, and inspired people to seek the help they needed. This courage to be vulnerable has been one of the most impactful aspects of his journey. Section 4. A Heart for Service. Prince Harry's military service marked a pivotal period in his life. Serving in Afghanistan, he witnessed firsthand the sacrifices made by servicemen and women. This experience deepened his empathy and fueled his passion for supporting veterans. The Invictus Games, a sporting event he founded for wounded, injured and sick servicemen and women, embodies his commitment to those who have served their countries. The Games have provided a global platform for these individuals to showcase their resilience, determination and athletic prowess. Harry's dedication to this cause highlights his unwavering belief in the power of sport to heal, inspire and unite. Section 5. Champion of the Mind. Prince Harry's advocacy for mental health extends far beyond his own experiences. He has become a vocal champion for mental well-being, using his platform to raise awareness, promote open conversations, and advocate for greater access to mental health resources. His work with the Heads Together campaign, alongside the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, demonstrated the power of collective action in tackling this global issue. Through this initiative, they encouraged people to talk about their mental health, challenged the stigma surrounding these conversations, and promoted the importance of seeking support. Section 6. Love, Fatherhood, and a Legacy Forged. Prince Harry's journey has taken him from the grandeur of royal life to the joys of fatherhood. His marriage to Meghan Markle and the birth of their children Archie and Lilibet have brought a new dimension to his life. Fatherhood has undoubtedly softened some of the rough edges, revealing a playful, nurturing side. His love for his family is evident, and it's clear that he's determined to create a different kind of life for his children, one free from the constraints he faced.